Welcome to Kevin Boothby for a big announcement. I suppose, Kevin, we could probably say this is just about the world's worst kept secret, or the industry's worst kept secret, for various reasons. But what are you going to announce?
Yeah, I'm delighted to say that today we've exchanged contracts with Oxford. So the Oxford deal is now completed and done for a 10-year deal. So I'm delighted about it. And yeah, it has been a badly kept secret and there's been a lot of rumours. But it's took a long time to do, Floyd. We've been in negotiations with Oxford since October last year. And I was hoping it all be resolved by sort of January or February. But it's took a long time. We got there now. And to be fair, Galliard Homes in the end was fair enough to deal with. We've had a lot of support from the council, so very pleased with the support from council. Also, the other thing I'm excited about, we've also took over Mildenhall. We took over Mildenhall probably nearly 4 weeks ago now. So it's massive for Henlow Racing that we've got these 2 extra tracks on board now, and I look forward to the future with both.
Okay, so if we could start on Oxford, because obviously I know that even the talk about Oxford has got people so excited for such a long period of time. It was always a very, very popular track. It was one of the tracks that GRA spent a lot of money on, didn't they? So unlike some of the others that they neglected, it's a very good stadium, very good restaurant. What's the time scale? How are things going to work going forward?
Well, I've been to Oxford quite a few times now, and we've had plans drawn up on what we've got to do. Obviously, the first project for us is to get the racing up and operational by December of this year, which I think is very achievable for what we've got to do. We've got to do new kennels, we know that. Obviously, we've got to completely do the track, put new lighting in, put new photo finish in. So, yeah, I'm confident we can get that done and up and running by December of this year for actual race meetings. Obviously, as regards to people, and I think the thing that excites me with Oxford is everybody loved Oxford. I mean, walking around the restaurant and the kitchens, a lot of Oxford's in very good condition still. I mean, they've had a bad leak inside the main grandstand, which, it's just some box guttering blocked up and it's caused leaks. But, yes, it's going to cost a nice investment to get Oxford up and running as regards to facilities, but we can do that. And we're looking at opening to the people next April. And already, some of the bookmakers there before, there's Alan and a couple of Oxford boys. They want to go back as track bookmakers, and what they've told me in the last sort of 20 minutes, they will sponsor the pole mile worth 20 grand in March or April of next year. So I mean, that's straight away.
That's
you see the passion behind people, that old famous competition, the pole mile, and it's great news. And it's for me, it's only good for the sport. It's good for for the top end of the sport. It's good again for the breeders. And look, the important thing for me is to, it'll reassure my trainers at Henlow who's been very loyal to Henlow, and they've got a bright future in the sport. We're going to do the right things. We've got a massive commitment. And the other thing I can announce, we've just signed a long-term deal with SIS. So not only, we've got the backing of SIS on this project, and I'm so excited about it. And, I enjoy what I do, and I'm lucky what I do. I really enjoy this sport, and, we'll do our thing. And if it's the right thing, then so be it.
I was going to say, when we've had these discussions, obviously in the past, when we're talking about Oxford isn't toaster, but it is still right up there amongst the very best stadia, isn't it?
Oh, Oxford's got fantastic facilities, Floyd. I mean, the home straight is surrounded by big grandstands. I mean, the amount of people you can get there. And Oxford, what I like about Oxford is different to toaster. It's a different type of dog. Where toaster, you want a strong 500 dog. Oxford, you want that 450 bags of early pace. So it's a totally different track to toaster. And obviously our idea would be again to, we do 10 cat ones at toaster, and we'll be looking doing the same at Oxford. And why not? And with Mildenhall as well. I mean, with Mildenhall, we'll be looking at doing at least 4 cat ones a year there. On a Saturday or Sunday, there'll be standalone meetings, and Eric Canton's been a big help on sorting out sponsorship for Mildenhall going forward for next year. And let's have a bit of fun. Let's get some good prize money into the sport, and let's get everybody excited, owners, trainers, and everybody. I mean, surely we need that lift, that buzz, and I'm confident I can deliver all that. It's not,
Very much. Now, I gather you've got to change your name, haven't you, for Mildenhall?
Yeah, what we're doing with Mildenhall, and look, people will say, what's he doing? But this is what we're doing. I think it's good. We're going to rebrand it and call it Suffolk Downs.
Yeah.
And look, Mildenhall is a cracking little running track. It really is. So we don't have loads and loads of work to do at Mildenhall. I mean, we're looking at sort of a 6 to 8 week period. We're going to start work on there next week. And I like to think we can get up and trial in sometime in September. So we're going to bring the boxes back a little bit. So we're looking at what, 380 metres at Oxford, at Suffolk Downs. So yeah, looking forward to it, Floyd. And obviously we're going to change the kennels there, get them boxed in, get aircon put in. The lighting's already good there. Obviously we need to put 2 sets of boxes there, but there's not loads and loads of work to do at Suffolk Downs, to be fair.
No.
People will get used to that name, Suffolk Downs, I suppose.
I'm sure it sounds very American. How many meters are we talking at each track?
Look, I don't really want to divulge what we're doing. Sort of next year, we'll be looking at sort of 4 meetings per track, I would say, around that sort of area, and then we'll be increasing. The main thing is this year to get the other 2 tracks up and operational, which I'm sure Suffolk Downs will be racing sometime in October, and obviously Oxford sometime in December. So, and obviously with Oxford, we'll be looking at doing Friday and Saturday nights from next April. Because obviously it's a fantastic catchment area, Oxford. So it's yes, we can get the big nights there, but we can get the big crowds there, and I think it'd be great for the local area. And like I say, the support we've had from the local council and community has been unbelievable, really.
I've never known a council as proactive for greyhound racing as Oxford. They have been absolutely incredible, and unfortunately we lost the original Mr. Smith, the MP, who was the original kind of driving force behind saying no, this isn't going to be turned into houses. But I do think that the Oxford Council, we're very quick to lay into councils for not supporting greyhound industry or not supporting the local people in terms of leisure. And Oxford are been exemplary, I think, in every.
Oh no! I mean, I know my brother's had a lot of dealings with the local council, and it's going to create a lot of jobs for the local area there as well. I mean, yes, we're going to be busy from the racing schedule, but it's going to create a lot of jobs in the hospitality sector there. I mean, it's a big venue, Oxford, Floyd. I mean, that's the one thing what surprised me, how big the restaurant is there and the facilities there. So Oxford can be made to be, well up there in the top tracks in the country. I'll always say Toast is the top. That's my opinion. Yeah. But Oxford's going to be a very close second, I'll tell you. Okay. And we will bust the gut to achieve that. Don't worry about that.
Okay. So when are you looking? Just so we can kind of nail some things down, because I know our trainers. I know a little bit skeptical. So you're looking at hopefully trying to commence trials at Oxford when?
I would say sometime in November, realistically. Yeah.
And I gather you've already got a list of trainers who've already heard this.
Look, it's been so nice, and it's a lot of trainers, I've put the hat into the ring, because obviously of the rumours and that. What we'll be doing going forward, we'll be contacting certain trainers and I'm mapping our future out, and we've got a bright future for it, and it's exciting for everybody concerned with Henlow, it really is. Right. And and without Henlow, there'd be none of these other tracks. Do you know what I mean? So it's so pleasing for me that not only will we manage to get Mildenhall, but we've got Oxford as well. It's great.
Okay, two more questions then. First of all, Mildenhall. Mildenhall. First of all, Henlow. What's the immediate plan going forward for Henlow? Because I gather you're certain to be there till at least November. How much longer beyond that?
Well, it's. I mean, I have actually today I received a solicitor's notice giving me obviously till probably the end of December. Yeah. But I can appeal. I can actually go for another. You can go from the appeal process to go for another lease. So look, we'll look at the options. I'll speak to my solicitor on that. My main objective is protecting the Henlow trainers. And I will protect the Henlow trainers. So, look, there's no panic at Henlow at the moment. We're still racing there and be racing there for a bit. But I'll speak to my solicitor and look at what we're going to be doing if we're going to, object and go for another lease. I mean, we're quite in the rights to do that, even though, the lease was 17 years, but we've been good tenants there. So, but ultimately, Henlow will always close for it because of all the houses around it. And you get so many noise complaints. We won't be able to have the dogs on site. So we know Henlow's got to go, because they've got so many houses at the back, they're building some houses at the side. So, but the main thing is we've got a future now. We can plan what we're going to do. We can determine our own luck. And I think that's the main message out there now, that the future looks bright.
The other thing I was going to ask you about when we've spoken previously, you've talked about you have a 10-year plan, and it goes beyond just owning dog tracks, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, look, we have the difference is with this, we've got to have a longevity plan with the sport. I mean, the sport never speaks about long-term plans, does it? I mean, look, I'm my own man and I'll do my own little thing and I'll get carried away in my own little world sometimes, but I love what we do. And we will protect the free tracks we have for a long-term period. And that's with good quality racing. We'll be looking at getting this prize money right up over the next year, 2 years. I mean, I am looking at putting the prize money from 1st of July anyway. Well, obviously, we had to take a hit with the trainers because our fees got hit, but we will be putting the money back up from the 1st of July on some of the win money. But going forward, I'd like to think, 2022, 2023, our prize money, not just for the Open. I mean, we pay top class Open prize money now anyway for it. I mean, at Tosi, if you run an Open, you get 60 quid. The trainer gets 15, £75 a runner, But, let's try to get that Grady prize money up. And let's give people a good livelihood. But, and they should be planning for the future and thinking, oh, it's worth me investing into mechanicals and this, that, and the other. So that's what I want to do, Floyd. That's my vision. But unfortunately, it's down to me, and if I can determine that, I will do.
That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic.
And Floyd, with me, you know me, I don't do bull. I don't. If I say it, I do it, and that's it. That's how I've always been brought up, and that's the way I act. And I will do what I say, and I love what I do. So I can't wait to get stuck in, and I can't wait to get these other 2 tracks up and open. To be fair.
I know, certainly talking to trainers, and as I said, the rumours of this have been out for a while, and everybody's kind of so excited that, having looked at an industry that we've kind of looking at, when does the last track close, to see somebody then reopening tracks and saying, I've got a 10-year plan. It will give a lot of confidence to a lot of people. Young people coming to the industry want to feel confident they can earn a living in that a reasonable period of time. Will certainly give them a lot to look forward to.
I mean, the other thing I say, I've got the people I work for are very supportive. They've got a vision as well. It's they have this media rights thing. Look, I do my thing. That's what I do. But Richard Braintley, Richard Ames, they're very good people to work for. Very supportive. They've got a vision of what they want to achieve in the sport. So fair play to them. And without their help, I couldn't do all this. So I'm fully looking forward to the challenge. But I've got the staff for it, and I'm very confident I'll have the trainers on board. But I'm very sure that we can get some top quality action and good prize money for the trainers and owners.
Kevin, it's absolutely fabulous. It's the best news for a very, very long time.
Okay, Lloyd. Thanks, mate.